spot the tiny chick embroidered on the cat's apron? Did you notice the rainbow egg hidden in the background? And have you found the strawberry jam tucked between all the flowers? Before we start, you can download the wallpaper and color page version of this artwork on my coffee. Now let's build this cozy kitchen cat world together. For this illustration, there were really two starting points. The first was flowers, the second was the cat. Everything else came later. So instead of worrying about the tiny details first, I started by blocking in the largest shapes, the lilies, and the cat. At this stage, the painting looked incredibly simple. Just large areas of colors, very loose forms, very soft edges. I used a lot of blending and smudging during the stage because I wanted everything to feel smooth and gentle, especially the cat. I wanted its fur to feel soft and fluffy without needing thousands of individual hairs. The flowers were also built the same way. Large pink shapes first, then layers of warmer pinks, brighter highlights, and eventually those flowing petals started taking shapes. At this point, there wasn't really a story yet. Just a cat, just flowers, just color. But sometimes this is actually how these worlds begin. Something funny happened while I was building the scene. The more kitchen objects I added, the more I felt like this cat needed a job. At first, it wasn't wearing anything. No outfit, no accessories, no special role. Just a cat sitting among flowers. But then I started adding baking items, kitchen tools, food, and suddenly the cat started feeling like a baker, or maybe a tiny chef. So I gave it an apron, then I gave it glasses, then I gave it a chef hat. And from there, the entire personality started forming. I wanted it to feel very serious about baking, like the kind of cat that carefully follows recipes and judges your pancake technique. One of my favorite little details is the tiny chick embroidered onto the apron. It's very easy to miss, but details like that help bring personality into the artwork. They are small, but together they create character. And character makes the world feel alive. Once the cat had a personality, I could finally start building its environment. And naturally, the environment became a kitchen, a warm kitchen, a cozy kitchen, a place filled with food, flowers, and little treasures. I started introducing objects around the cat, containers, baking items, decorative pieces, and all the little things that help transform empty space into a lived-in space. One thing I always enjoy doing is creating visual clues, objects that suggest a story without directly explaining it. Maybe someone was baking here, maybe breakfast is being prepared, maybe this cat has been working on recipes all morning. The goal isn't to answer every question. The goal is to create enough clues that viewers can imagine their own story. One of the biggest changes happened when I started adding the foreground element, because before that the scene felt a little too still. Everything was sitting quietly, nothing was happening, so I introduced hand. On the right side, the hand is pouring syrup onto pancakes that instantly creates action, and now something is happening inside the image. You can almost imagine breakfast being served. Then on the opposite side, another hand appears. This one is holding a cat paw shape food clip and is grabbing a piece of bread or pastry. Again, a very small detail, but it helps make the scene feel active rather than static. I love adding these kinds of elements because they create a feeling that life is continuing outside the frame. The viewer is no longer just looking at objects. They are witnessing a moment. So now we arrive at my favorite part, the hidden details, the tiny discoveries, the little surprises that reward viewers who look closely. Behind the flowers, there is a rainbow decorated egg, is partially hidden, easy to miss, but once you find it, you can't unsee it. There's also a small bottle holding blue flowers, a strawberry jam jar hiding near the back, tiny decorative object tucked between larger shapes, and that's really what I wanted this artwork to become, a discovery painting. The kind of image where every time your eyes wander somewhere new and you notice something you didn't see before. Some people will notice the flowers first, others will immediately see the cat. Others might find the pancakes or the apron or the rainbow egg holder. Everyone discovers the painting differently. And I think that's part of the fun. One phrase I often think about while making artwork is cozy chaos. Not messy chaos, not random chaos, cozy chaos. A space filled with objects that feel loved, collected, used, treasured. That's why I keep layering details. Flowers, kitchen tools, books, food, decorations, little stories. Everything works together to create visual richness. I want the viewer's eyes to keep traveling around the artwork, finding new corners, discovering new details, and spending a little more time exploring. By the end, this piece became much more than a cat illustration. It became a tiny storybook kitchen, a warm corner filled with flowers, food, hidden details, and a very serious chef cat. Thank you so much for exploring this cozy kitchen cat world with me. If you'd like to bring this artwork into your own space, the wallpaper and coloring page version are available on my Ko-fi. You can download the 16 to 9th wallpaper and coloring page and enjoy all the hidden details up close. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next painting adventure.